degree in agriculture involves understanding tech, timing, ratios, weather, and a whole host of mechanics. So let's get schooled at Northwest Mississippi Community College to see what's available this Northwest Wednesday.
So the John Deere Tech program is a 2-year program. You get Associate Applied Science degree upon completion. Every student we have is tied with a John Deere store somewhere. Every student is sponsored, which means they're working for that dealership prior to coming to the program.
At first I was nervous about being here, but after a while I enjoyed it. The classes are really fun. I've learned a lot. The instructors do a good job of teaching me what I need to know, preparing me to be out there in the world.
I personally chose to join because I was kind of already in the field. I had a job in high school working on a farm, and a lot of dealerships offered the opportunity to pay for the school, and I was interested in kind of getting my school paid for and getting to go in a field that I enjoyed. In order to get into the program, you have to have a sponsorship. It's a pretty good setup. You get full benefits, you're guaranteed a job, and you're making pretty decent money coming out of this program.
Well, I always liked turning wrenches, and I used to work on cars, but I always wanted to try working on diesel engines, and I saw the program.
So Deere & Company, from a corporate level, they supply us with 4 or 5 pieces of equipment. We have a big online curriculum. Deere pushes really heavily all of our online training as well.
People from John Deere do come and visit the school every once in a while. They have a Pro-Tech program that they do for techs.
It's actually pretty interesting to learn how in depth this company goes and all the equipment goes into. It's actually pretty enjoyable.
They put us on tractors and combines or sprayers to practice and have a simulation of what will happen in the real world once you're out.
I really like learning about the electrical systems. There's so many controllers on these tractors, how they all communicate together and what all it takes to make a tractor run.
Everything's electrical nowadays, so you kind of have to learn it here now.
If this is what you want to do, program is pretty educational.
You know, first year there's quite a bit of theory. Second year there's not a day you're not in the shop for sure.
You just learn how everything works, and then your second year you'll go over more specifics, what these bolts torque down to, how this engine operates versus this engine, these components, which sounds complicated, but whenever you go back to work, it's really nice being able to know all the specifics because you can help you diagnose and repair things a whole lot easier knowing the differences in all these machines.
During the beginning, we had to stay in the classroom a lot, but once we got the basics down, we spend most of our time out in the shop putting our hands on things and learning.
One of the big things I believe any student graduates here is 100% job placement, 100%. Every student that walks out this door is offered a job when they complete. You know, they go out and they work, and then what we've taught them and what they've learned gets to get applied out there on these internships. So it's not like they just leave a program and say, you know, what is this I'm going into? They already know what they're going into, and when they get there, they know what's going to be at hand, you know.
You know, although it's on a small scale and nobody really sees what we do, I know personally that what we're doing is a big part of keeping the country running, and I think it makes me feel pretty good to be involved in something like that.
Next on Bluff City Life, gardeners are putting their green thumbs on display with lavish arrangements. You don't want to miss it.